Hello, what's up mga pangit? Welcome to another episode of Rants. I am Albert, the one who's ranting. Ayan. Oo, we are officially in GCQ season. Yes, pero bawal pa rin tayo lumabas. Kailangan pa rin natin i-prioritize ang ating safety, ang ating health. Kasi syempre, nandyan pa rin naman yung threat ng coronavirus. Pero ayun, sa mga gusto at pwede nang lumabas ay ingat-ingat na lang din. Wear your face masks when you're going outside. And hygiene and of course the ever so popular the word of the year for 2020, which is distancing, social, physical, psychological, charot, emotional distancing, wag naman. Pero ayun, we are not actually here today. Siguro nakita niyo na naman sa title ng episode na ito, we are not actually going to talk about that very stressful topic. Maybe in a future episode, in another episode, if you guys want. So just send me a message or an at Albert Rants on Twitter. Yeah. Well, yung pag-uusapan natin ngayon is another hot issue. Well, everyone was taken away. Ewan ko, feeling ko naman lahat ay nagulat nang ito ay nangyari. ABS-CBN was forced to go off the air on free TV at least. After ABS-CBN was issued a cease and desist order by the National Telecommunications Commission, NTC, basically shutting down their broadcast to the free TV. So pero yung cable operations nila yata is still intact. So ayun, pero it has taken a big blow. Nakita natin, and one of the most recent incidents na nakita natin yung epekto nitong shutdown order na ito ng NTC laban sa ABS-CBN ay nitong kay Bagyong Ambo, which was there were areas na hindi sila nakakuha ng proper timely information about the storm dahil nga wala ang ABS-CBN, and that is the only channel na available dun sa kanilang mga lugar. I think this is in Samar, sa Eastern Samar, and also sa Quezon Province, if I'm not mistaken. Pero ayun, may nagsasabi na hindi daw siya press freedom issue and all that, pero it's actually more than just a press freedom issue. It's an issue of limiting the number of the already limited number of big entities na nag-reach out sa community na at tumutulong sa kanila. Pero ayun, and that is what actually inspired me for the topic of today's episode. So as you all know, at sa mga hindi nakakalala sa akin masyado, pero feeling ko kayo alam niyo na naman to. Ingay-ingay ko naman lagi. I'm an open book basically. I am almost always an open book. Halos lahat na yata ng aking hobbies, interests ay akin namang hayagang ipinapakita at ini-express online, or if you're my friend, alam niyo na lagi ko naman sinasabi sa inyo mga ginagawa ko, mga gusto kong gawin sa buhay, ayan, ganyan. Pero what I will be talking about today, at napag-isip-isip ko rin siya kanina bago ako maligo, so is my stint actually as a campus journalist, and what it has done for me over the years. So as you all know, or as some of you may know, siguro yung ilan sa inyo hindi masyadong alam to, pero I actually started in writing for the campus paper. That was anong tawag? Gazette Junior, I don't know, or Canosian Gazette Junior, or something like that. Junior Gazette. Basta. Yun. I started writing for that paper, that local school publication. It was not actually considered nga as a newspaper. It was a newsletter. So, para siyang magazine-esque. In essence, it was primarily a magazine-esque during that, a zine during that time that I was writing. Parang it was only occasional na yata na nag-release kami ng broadsheet broadsheet issue. Parang once a year. Oo, yun na yung pinaka frequent. Pero ayun, I started writing for that paper when I was in grade 5. So that I was, I think, 11 or 12 years old at that time. And ako talaga, pumasok ako and I auditioned for that without actually knowing anything. Na, ano pang grade ko nun? Grade 5. Kakasabi ko lang. Ayun, grade 5. So parang ang venture ko lang talaga sa writing, in any form of writing, be it figurative or journalistic, wala akong prior experience. So yung ginamit ko lang talaga nun is my experience sa pagsulat ng mga yung mga journal entries natin nung elementary na every quarter, every end of the quarter, magsusulat kayo ng something, write about this topic, then gagradean yung paper nyo and all that. Na parang for siguro wala naman talagang form, wala nang exactong form kasi we siguro they were experimenting with how we write at that time. Parang ano lang siya, parang journal entry, gano'n, na very very strict in terms of grammar and ano tawag yun? Yung mechanics ng writing and everything. So, ayun, oo. Pumasok ako, nag-audition ako. I can still remember the feeling that I had na I think wala nga akong dalang papel nun eh. As far as I know, wala akong dalang papel nun. Tapos nanghingi pa ako sa katabi ko bago magsimula. Hindi ko maalala kung sino yung katabi ko, pero feeling ko friend ko din yung nakatabi ko nun. So, ayun, si Ali. Nakikinig ka man niya yung Ali, hello, ikaw yata yun. Oo, humiram yata ako sa'yo ng papel. As in, ano bang gamit namin? Ballpen. Ballpen lang dala ko. Wala akong kadala-dalang kahit ano. And I was auditioning for a school paper, di ba? Napaka, bobo. Pero ayun, yun. And, ang nakakatawa pa doon, binigyan kami ng papel. Binigyan kami lahat ng, I think that was a sheet of bond paper para din yung sulat. And parang sinabi lang sa amin na, hindi ko maalala yung pinasulat sa amin eh, pero parang nagbigay lang siya ng topic and then pinasulat lang kami. We were not instructed. Kasi syempre, you're auditioning, you're an elementary student, you didn't know any form of journalistic writing na marunong ka ba magsulat ng balita or ng features or ng sports or anything. So, aray ko. So, yun, pinagsulat lang kami na parang yung journal entry lang din sa yun, formal writing, yun, formal theme writing. So, ayun, parang ganun lang yung pinasulat sa amin. And then, luckily enough, or siguro dahil din may scarcity ng members nun, I was admitted. Ang tawag dito, natanggap ako, pumasa ako dun sa audition. And surprisingly, what's more surprising pala, is that I was assigned agad to an editorial position. So parang, anong gagawin ko dyan? I was, ano nga ba yun? Features editor. For 2 years, I think. Yeah. 2 years ba? Naging EIC ba ako? EIC ba ako ng grade school? I can't remember. Yeah, I think, for 2 years. So, I was a features editor for agad-agad. Oo, as in yung unang salta ko talaga sa campus journalism, hindi sa pagmamayabang. At ayoko nga siyang ipagmayabang kasi napaupo agad ako sa isang editorial position na wala akong kaalam-alam. Pero, thankfully, there was a special program sa amin nun. It's called GTEP. So, parang it's an, ano tawag doon? Extracurricular activity. It's an after school program na doon kami tinuturuan and everything. Although, wala naman ako masyado. Joke lang. Pero may natutunan naman ako. Pero mostly talaga nung natutunan ko is nung sinabak kami sa tawag dito sa, ang tawag doon sa contest, ayun. So, alam niyo talaga, manghang-mangha talaga ako sa sarili ko. Hindi ko talaga alam kung paano ko nagawa yun. Imagine, I was, yun yan, napaupo agad ako sa isang editorial position as features editor without actually knowing anything about features writing. So, ayun. And that year, if I can remember correctly, sumali na agad kami sa press con, Division Schools press con. And, well, syempre, first-timers, as a first-timer, wala talaga akong kaalam-alam. Like, ang tanging background ko lang about that competition was kung ano yung tinuro sa akin while training on that same year before I joined the division press conference. So parang I was basing my quote-unquote experience on the second-hand experience na sinasabi sa akin ng trainer namin, which was she was a very very good trainer actually. Sa kanya ko halos natutunan lahat, or marami akong natutunan sa kanya in journalistic writing that I still apply, although kahit hindi na ako sumusulat ngayon mostly, na I still apply whenever I write journalistic entries until today. So, ayun. Kay Miss Sherry Falamig. So, siya yun. kung mapapakinggan man niya tong episode na to, ma'am, thank you. So, ayun. Ayun nga. So, basically, yung training namin for that press con was just write. Like, every Tuesday, Thursday, if I can remember correctly, after lunch, meron kami parang 40 minutes na 40 minutes na session with her, with the whole team. We were simultaneously preparing for what articles to write for the publication, for what will be published, and we are also training for the division press con. So, hindi ko talaga alam kung paano namin nagawa yun. And considering na a lot of us were actually we're actually first-timers in terms of the campus journalism Chevrolet. So, ayun. Merong mga nanalo. I'm gonna admit, hindi ako nanalo actually ng DSPC na yun. Which is okay, I guess. First time's not the charm, maybe the second time's the charm. But meron actually mga batchmates ko. I think si Mariel, yung friend kong si Mariel, nanalo yata siya doon. I just don't know kung sports writer na agad siya nun. Hindi, sa siya. Sa copy reading. Sa copy reading and headline writing. Nanalo yata siya doon. Third or second place. Basta pumasok siya sa regional schools press con. So, sana ayun. So, ayun. Well, that's actually my first year. Hindi pa pala. Oo, meron pang I also learned how to write opinion articles. Trust me, I was struggling. Yun talagang siguro yung pinaka-weakness ko. Siguro hanggang ngayon, na kapag I can write news na parang very, very concise, as in, kung ano yung kailangan mo, yun ang ibibigay ko sa'yo sa balita. If you want that to be as short as possible, I can make it as short as possible as whatever you want. Pero whenever I'm writing an opinion article, my weakness is I can deliver kung ano agad yung stand ko in the first paragraph, which is actually very, very important when you're writing an opinion article, na dapat na itawid mo na agad kung ano yung stand mo with your topic sa first paragraph pa lang. Kasi kung sa second paragraph mo pa siya ligwak na agad yung paper mo sa contest. Yun lang yung sinasabi sa amin na parang yung judges sa mga competitions, yung pag-judge nila, they would just read the title and then the first paragraph, if they don't like it, tapon agad yung paper mo, talo ka na kagad. Pero if your intro and your, your title, your headline is strong, may chance, mananatili ka sa lamesa at hindi ka mapapunta sa basurahan. So, ayun. That was a tough year for me. Actually, dami ko natutunan yung taon na yun. Parang, it was fun din. Kasi parang naglalaro lang talaga kami na parang it's not all serious stuff. Kasi syempre, elementary, kailangan chill lang. Oo, may pagka-playful pa, huwag masyadong seryoso kasi, bata pa eh. yung mindset. So, ayun, that was my first year. And then in my second year, grade 6, sumali ulit kami sa DSPC and umabot kami sa RSPC. I was second placer sa division. Yes, flex ko lang. Pero ayun, ang pinaka-hate kong part talaga nung taon na yun ay yung training ng division. No offense. Pero alam mo yun, parang sayang kasi lahat ng natutunan ko dun sa training ng division for the regional schools press call ay natutunan ko na dun sa training namin in school. So parang this is such a waste of time, waste of government money. Charot. Pero ayun, di ba? Sobrang nakakainis na kailangan mo na namang matutunan yung natutunan mo na, and the worst part is that excuse ka from classes, so kailangan mo din on top of missing your classes, you have to endure a redundant training na tapos kailangan mo pang humabol sa ACADS mo, which was actually very, very tough. Ewan ko ba, anong meron kapag graduating parang ang hirap-hirap itawid. Alam mo yun, na parang pwede bang magsuot na lang ng toga, tapos tapusin na natin to, hindi tayong mag-akal. Pero ayun, RSPC, then it was also my first time na sumali sa press con. I think that was the very, very, very first time na sumali ang school namin sa district schools press conference na hindi na ulit kasi since then or after that year ay lagi kaming diretso sa division sa division Science Quest. Yun yung tawag pa nun, Science Quest. So, ayun, ano man sinabihan ko dun? Essay writing. So, parang it's almost, yun yung sinabi sa akin na para ka lang nagsusulat ng features. So, sige, sulat ako, pero hindi yata ako nanalo nun. That was district level. Hiwalay yata yung competition ng public sa private nun. Hiwalay pa nun. And ayun, hindi ako nanalo. So, okay lang. It still counts pa rin naman sa aking extracurricular activities. Dagdag points din yun nung graduation. So, ayun. Ano dito? Ayun, yun yung first 2 years ko. And I guess that na medyo sobrang daming pinagawa sa amin nun. Parang we were churning out articles after article. Articles after article. Article after article. Parang there was literally no break. Na parang after mong isulat yung opinion column mo for the first issue, after just a few weeks, isusulat mo na agad naman yung bagong column mo for the second issue. So, ayun. Tapos, during that time, kami pa actually nagle-layout. Yun yung masaya. Yun yung na-miss ko talaga nung high school. Kasi hindi na kami pinag-layout kasi sobrang burden din. As everyone was adjusting to the new K-12 basura system. Pero ayun, that's another episode's topic. Listen to episode 15. Ayun. Pero ayun, sobrang dami experience ko talaga na napulot nun. Sobrang active ko talaga nung grade 5 and 6. So, I miss that, Albert. parang, I was nerdy pa nun. Well, until now naman, pero hindi na masyado. Medyo cool na tayo ngayon ng konti. Yes! Hindi, pero, ayun. Grade 5 and 6, that was my first 2 years as a campus journalist. And pretty much lahat actually nung natutunan ko nun, medyo hindi ko siya nagamit for some time, but I can still write. I think. But I can still write opinion articles, opinion columns, na ginagawa ko pa rin. Actually, until now, may bagong labas ako. Plug lang ulit. May bagong labas akong opinion article. I posted it nung World Press Freedom, hindi World Press Freedom, International Day of the Press or Journalism or something like that. Nung ano yata, nung May 4 or April something. Basta, very recently lang, it's up on my blog sa albertlerio.wordpress.com. So, plug ko. So, ayun, bottom line is, nagagamit ko pa rin actually yung skills ko na natutunan in the campus journalism in my early years as a campus journalist up until now. And then, siguro sobrang napagod ako nung first 2 years na yun. Na I actually went on a hiatus for almost a year and a half. Well, at least in campus journalism. So, when I reached high school, syempre adjusting period pa yung first year most especially na, well, I tried auditioning then for the high school counterpart nung student publication. Pero I guess for the first 2 years, for the first 1.5 years, kailan ba ako naging active nun? Yeah, I think for the first for the first year, grade 7, ay hindi talaga ako, as in wala akong na-contribute. Natanggap ako as news writer, which is a very, very, very different world for me kasi I was writing mostly features in the past 2 years. I mean, nagsulat lang yata, mga once or twice lang yata ako nagsulat lang for for news. So, parang wala talaga ako apart from the headline is present tense and the body is past tense and then the inverted pyramid structure. Wala na akong ibang alam sa pagsusulat ng news. So, medyo na-turn down ako noon na magsulat. Kasi hindi ko at that time, hindi ko iniisip na forte ko talaga yung magsulat ng news. So, ayun. And, ayun, so hiatus nga ako ng isang taon. Hindi ako nagsulat, hindi ako nag-contribute. Hindi ko lang sure kung kasama yung pangalan ko dun sa editorial board ng mga issues nung taon na yun. Feeling ko naman hindi. Oo, kapal naman ang mukha ko. Wala na akong kinontribute, kasama pa yung pangalan ko. Pero, ayun. Tapos, ayun, graduate yung last batch ng hindi pa pala. Graduate yung second to the last batch ng non-K-12. Tapos, in grade 8, I think doon ako naging medyo mas active kasi the publication was given to another advisor. It was kasi nag-resign yung isang advisor ng grade 7. Tapos yung isa nag-step down from being the paper advisor. So, may bagong nag-step up to be the school paper advisor and medyo na-challenge ako. Medyo hindi ko din alam kung bakit ako napasali. Pero, well, nainganyo naman ako and ayun, that was the year na in-embrace ko na talaga yung pagiging news ba ako nun? Oo. In-embrace ko nun yung pagiging news writer. I think. Hindi, no. Balik yata ako sa features nun. Balik ako sa features nun, grade 8. Pero wala rin yata ako masyadong naisulat nun as a features writer. So, siguro mga isa or dalawa lang that year. So, ayun. And, well, kahit naman kakaunti siguro yung nasulat ko nun, I was still commended by the paper advisor na magaling daw ako magsulat. So, medyo Ang tawag dito, medyo naging okay din na napapunta ulit ako sa features kasi na-realize ko na hindi pala talaga yung forte ko. Oo, na parang pinagsulat din kasi ako that year ng mga news articles. So, everyone is all over the place actually nung taon na yun. Parang features writers would write for news writers would write feature articles, the sports writers would occasionally write hard news pero more on their thing sila. So, ayun. Then, the following year, naging EIC ako. Oh, di ba? Ay, EIC ba ako nun? Ay, oo. EIC ako and the news editor at the same time. Oo, hassle. Pero that was just for a short stint. I think mga first 2 quarters na yun. Or first quarter lang yata. And then after that, I had to step down because sumali ako ng choir. I wanted to venture into other fields. Wow! Artista ka, Gar. Pero ayun, I just wanted to explore more areas. Dami kong time talaga nung high school. Isipin mo akal. But hindi na, compared nung elementary, medyo fluctuating. Fluctuating yung aking ACADS anong high school. Pero at least I got to experience a lot actually. Wow. Oo, as in talaga, mga pa rin ako sa high school self ko na hindi rin ako makapaniwala kung paano ako nasiksik lahat ng ginagawa ko sa schedule ko nung high school. On top of the ACADS and all that shit. So, ayun. After that, I stepped down and I became the news editor. Siyempre kapag may, ang tawag yun? Merong saying na kapag daw editor ka, ikaw lang yung ikaw yung may position sa mga column, may sarili kang column and all that. And luckily enough, yung napapunta sa aking column during that time was called Mind Over Matter. It tackled ang description sa kanya dun sa Constitution. Oo, may Constitution yung paper. Yung description sa kanya ng Constitution ng school paper is like it takes on national issues and looks at it on a macro scale. So, I think dun talaga nagsimula yung fascination ko about national news and how to cover them. Na parang ever since na naging news editor ako, ever since that time na naging news editor ako, I was really hooked up na it was a time na ang pinapanood ko sa TV apart from Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network was ANC, DZMM and all that news channels. So ayun, CNN, so talaga maka ako doon sa mga CNN reporters and how they deliver news. And I think that's when my actually dream of becoming a journalist, a newscaster bloomed. Although sinet aside ko siya for my pretentious hindi naman, for my engineering dreams nung application ng UPCAT and college. So ayun, but going back to the topic, so ayun, that siguro yun yung nag-inspire sa akin at nagsim din ng flame within to have a passion for the news and to follow and write for the news na din. Well, ako talaga yung, I think, masaya nung elementary pero mas masaya ako nung naging news writer and news editor ako nung high school because that was really when that was really when I got to maximize my journalistic skills na I can actually write na. Oo, nung mga panahon na yun, I learned to write different types of articles. Except for sports, I can never write a sports article because, as you all know, as my friends know, hindi talaga ako sporty person. So parang I can't understand the jargon or how how everything is going into play and all that. So, ayun, hindi ko talaga siya nakahiligan na magsulat, and never have I ever, have I? Yeah. Yeah, never have I ever written a sports, a, ang tawag dito, yung masisikmura na sports piece. So, ayun. And and itong high school, this was actually the time na-maximize ko yung potential, energy, ganun. Hindi, yung potential ko na as a writer, I was recognized. Yes, oo, dito ako nagkaroon ng maraming recognitions. Hindi naman marami, like, iilan lang naman siya, pero significant recognitions na din, nonetheless. From legitimate organizations, from respected organizations actually sa school's press con. Ayan, although hindi naman talaga ako yung writer na sumikat na Albert is this writer from this school, from this paper and all that, na talk of that. Hindi naman ganun, pero you know, getting recognized, being awarded for your work and everything. So ayun, I think first major or second major award, this was the second time na nakuha ko yung sa one of the 7 most prolific writers in the Batangas province na ibinibigay ng Lavoxa Gawad na Mamahayag. So Lavoxa group of publications ay based sa De La Salle pa. So ayun. There was actually a time na kinonsider ko din na pumasok sa Lasal kasi gusto ko rin makapasok sa Lavoxa. Gusto ko rin ma-experience yung maging manunulat doon. Kasi meron kaming higher batch na naging AIC siya. Actually ng Lavoxa main school paper. So, amazing and inspiration din na ayun. Tapos after that, I think that was grade 10 nung ako ay na-awardan ng Lavoxa Award niya. One of the most important awards talaga para sa akin na ma-recognize for being that. And I was really thankful kasi medyo na-validate. Oo, kasi as a person, yun talaga minsan yung kailangan ng validation from other people na hey, you're actually good at this, na you can actually do this stuff, and you can do it, and you somehow, some way, you excel in this field, for example, journalism. So ayun, and then senior high came by. I was EIC for 2 years, grade 11 and grade 12. Pero not much really on doing anything kasi I was really busy, or we were all really busy during this time. So yung burden ng editing at ng layouting ay napapunta sa aming school paper advisors. I'm really sorry. Gusto ko talagang tumulong, pero talagang doon na yung dumating na point na wala na akong time talaga. Like every week I have a full schedule na medyo kasalanan ko rin naman. Kasi ang dami-dami kong inaatupag sa life. Ayun, yung choir, and then ito pa, nagsusulat sa school paper, and then nag-audition pa ako to volunteer sa church, and also yung radio DJ and everything. So, ayun. Kasalanan ko talaga. Syong na din. Dami-dami gustong gawin sa buhay, pero not gonna lie, high school was one of the best years of my life. And I guess napatunayan ko talaga na, well, hindi ko pa siya masasay for certain. Pero high school was one of the highlights of my life up to this point. Na dun ko talaga na-explore ang aking personality and everything. So, ayun. And ayun, hanggang sa graduate na ako ng grade 12. Nga pala, actually under my tenure as a school paper editor-in-chief, nanalo kami ng I think naging Hall of Famer kami. Correct me if I'm wrong, pero I think naging Hall of Famer kami dito sa Calabarzon Mass Communication Convention ng LP Batangas. Kasi we won Best School Paper and Publication of the Year for like 3 times in a row. So, ayun. Achievement na din, oo. Kahit once lang yata ako naka-attend, tapos nung umattend pa ako is like, hindi namin naabutan yung awarding ceremony. So, ayun. Pero, ayun, we were awarded as Best School Paper of the Year. And, ayun, it's really nice. Kaya nga sinabi ko, maganda yung feeling na na-validate ka for what you are doing. And I think that yun yung kulang sa karamihan ng tao ngayon. People, kahit friends, people, family who would validate what you are doing in life and motivate you and inspire you and tell you to continue pursuing what you are doing. Kasi you're good at it and you have potential. Ayun. Wala lang. Kamis lang. No. Pero ayun, siguro isa rin sa mga natutunan ko as an editor-in-chief and as an editor and as a writer na din was leadership skills and learning to work in a team. Kasi syempre, you have to coordinate with your writers, with your editors, and also with your advisors kung ano yung kung paano patatakbuhin, kung ano yung magiging layout ng mga story, ng mga pieces, ng mga pieces na i-run nyo, ipapublish nyo. And dun ko talaga, that was one of the facets, tama ba? Maybe mga ano? Facets. Basta, one of the sides ng high school life and my life as a student, as a student in general, na natutunan ko yung leadership skills. So, ayun, very, very thankful for that. And, well, right now, I actually last year, pumasok ko sa UP for the first time. I actually tried auditioning for the Philippine Collegian and also for other, for other school publications, college publications. Pero, sobrang busy lang talaga at sobrang emotionally unstable ko during that sem na wala akong natapos applyan sa kahit ano. Feeling ko yung kasi gusto ko talagang mag-audition. Ituloy yung audition ko for Philippine Collegian. Pero sana sa pagbalik ko, sa pagtutuloy ko ng audition, nandun pa rin. Kasi nakapagsimula na ako actually. Tapos sabi ko babalikan ko na lang or itutuloy ko na lang some other time. Babalikan ko na lang yung audition process kasi basta ang galing ng audition process nila. It's take your time yung test. So very, very amazing. Pero sana sana pag pwede pa. Yeah. Love story pala pero hindi currently paano ko na-apply yung aking mga journalistic skills? Well, dito, sa podcast na to, sometimes I would actually write a script for the flow ng program, pero mostly talaga walang script to. Pero, ayun, kung paano patatakbuhin yung programa, paano ginagawa yung episode, ganyan, and how to, guys, siguro nakita nyo or pakinggan nyo yung last episode, kung paano mag-interview, ganyan. So, ayun, halos lahat ng yun natutunan ko talaga. Itong lahat ng ginagawa ko ngayon, podcasting, hosting, and working as a DJ, lahat ng ito natutunan ko during my stint as a school paper writer. So, ayun, alam niyo ako, I am very, very I honor always where I came from. I always know that it's always important to look back where you came from. And siguro this is an homage na lang to my past self na hindi ako naiiyak sadya lang yung boses ko. Hindi ko na ano meron. Tuwing magre-record ako, laging parang pause. Pero ayun. This is an homage to my past self for inspiring me and for shaping me to who I am today. I could not do this podcast, I could not start writing a blog, and I could not um I could not serve people in my own little way without those learnings and skills na I learned as a campus journalist. And that is why gustong-gusto ko talaga na mag-pursue ng isang journalism degree is it's because na I believe that I could excel more in the field, and I could I could I could anong tawag dito, I could pursue to be better as a writer and as a person. And uh, yun talaga yung nakikita kong profession ko in the future, na maging isang na maging isang manunulat, maging isang mamamahayag, maging isang tagapaghatid ng balita sa mga tunay na nangangailangan. And yun nga, the reason why one of the reasons why I got to think of reminiscing and remembering who I was, or who I have been as a campus journalist, is that is actually the same plight na gusto nating iparating whenever we talk about the ABS-CBN shutdown, na it's more than the awards, it's more than the skill, it's more than the stories you present. It's the people behind those stories you present, the people who hear your news, the people who are featured in your stories, na sila talaga yung, I believe na sila talaga yung tunay na makikinabang whenever we write for anything, actually in any medium, in any form, be it in journalistic or literary or be it objective or even an academic, lahat ng yan ay useless if we're not writing it for the people who we want to read it. So ayun, sana our hope ay makabalik din ang ABS-CBN on air, and they would continue to do what they're doing, not just only giving us the news, but also more importantly, yung public service na ginagawa nila sa mga Pilipino. Kasi it is one of the, for me, that is, siguro sa iba medyo corny, and at one point in my life naisip ko din na corny yung mga public service programs, ganyan, mga naghahanap sa radyo. Pero come to think of it, it is actually one of the noblest parts of being in the media industry. Yung naitatawid mo yung concerns, na-amplify mo, literally and figuratively, na-amplify mo yung calls, yung pleas, yung panawagan, at yung hinaing ng mga tao na hindi masyadong nabibigyan ng boses sa lipunan. And ABS-CBN has been doing that for quite some time now, and I hope they would be given a chance talaga na maipagpatuloy pa yung service na ginagawa nila ngayon for the Filipino people. And as I've said a few weeks ago, this podcast, Albert Rants, and I myself, I stand with ABS-CBN and in promoting its franchise renewal. So, sana ay makabalik sila sa ere. And sana ay patuloy na maging malaya ang ating pamamahayag at ang ating self-expression sa ating bansa, na even though we go against the tide, we would be given that option to go against the tide, and we will not be forced to ride the wave na lang to wherever shithole or whatever paradise it may move. So, ayun, I think that's gonna be it. Kasi medyo strained na rin ang boses ko. Thank you for joining us in this episode of Albert Rants. But before I go nga pala, next month, June 22, is gonna be the first anniversary of this podcast. So, ayun, happy anniversary to Albert Rants. I might do a special episode with regards to that, sana, hindi na, sayang nga, hindi siya umabot ng episode 20, pero that's okay. Um, uh, I, I have, I have a big thing planned for June, which is the anniversary month nga ng Albert Rants. And it's just amazing to think na nakaabot na ng 1 year itong mini self-project ko na kahit wala masyadong place, wala masyadong nakikinig, at least we have a small base of listeners, of loyal listeners who would always play and listen to the podcast whenever a new episode is out. So to you guys, ngayon pa lang, thank you very much. And you inspire me to continue making this podcast and to continue pursuing my dream. Chaz, RT. Ayan. Pero ayun, I think that will be it for this episode. Kung meron kayong suggestions, comments, and feedback, pwede nyo yung i-email sa i-email, tapos sa hindi, pwede nyo i-email sa albertrantspodcast@gmail.com and also follow and message at albertrants on Twitter. And also nga pala, nagbabalik na ako sa Twitter as @albertlirio. Sadly, yung old account ko, I can't retrieve it anymore because Twitter deleted it for age-locking reasons. I really don't understand that. Kasi parang I created Twitter 4 days before my birthday. So, yeah, I don't know. Pero, ayun. Thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next episode. This has been Albert Rants. I'm Albert. I'll see you in the next one.